Hi there, YouTube. It is Little Bitty One. I am here for my 1 year, my 52 weeks update. Um, I am a couple days late getting this to you. I just had my follow-up with my surgeon this week. And if I'm completely honest with you, the election over the last week has thrown me into a pretty dark place. So I do apologize that I'm late. I really wanted this to be a very, very positive experience. And so I have kind of wanted to wait until I was in a positive place to bring this to you. So I'm feeling really good today. It's beautiful outside in New York right now. I just walked, 2 or 3 miles back from seeing my doctor, seeing my surgeon, for my 1 year follow-up. So feeling very awake and just good today. So it's a great day, so I'm going to go ahead and celebrate with my 1 year video. So towards the end of this update, I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff that I compiled on my actual 1 year, which was November 3rd. On November 3rd, 2015, I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy with Dr. Christine Wren at NYU Medical Center. I have so much good stuff to say about it, but I'm going to start with numbers. My high weight was 270 pounds. My surgery day weight was 265 pounds. My current weight is 211.4 pounds, which puts me down 0.6 from last week, and a total of 59.6 pounds total. I was so close to getting 60 for the year. My BMI is 36.3. And I have lost the equivalent of 640 Oreos, which before the surgery I probably could have eaten in one sitting. So I have made sure throughout the course of the last year, and I have said to you guys several times when I was struggling with stalls and things like that to take measurements. They are, to me, a lot more telling than weight, but also I've lost weight much slower than a lot of other YouTubers out there over the last year. So I have kept close watch of my measurements month on month. So I was able to go through from the day before I had my surgery all the way through my 1 year and tabulate how much I had actually lost. It's pretty incredible. My right arm and left arm each lost 2.5 inches. My neck lost 3/4 of an inch. My bust lost 4.5 inches, which, I mean, that's like a couple of cup sizes, which is crazy. Also, I was wearing the wrong bra size. It's a terrible thing. Get yourself measured, ladies. My bra band, I lost 6 inches. My waist, I lost 9.5 inches. My hips, I lost 6 inches. My right thigh, I lost 5 inches. My left thigh, I lost 5 inches. My right calf, I lost 2 inches. And my left calf, I lost 1.5 inches. For a total of 45.25 inches off of my body in the last year. That to me is almost more impressive than the 60 pounds, to be completely honest. An inch of excess fat is much more freeing than a pound. It's 45.25 inches. That's unbelievable. I will say I've learned a lot about myself in the last year. Food addiction and using food as a coping mechanism is a real thing, and it's not something that leaves you after surgery. There are things that I crave, there are things that I want that don't really actually work for me anymore. Breads, pastas, mac and cheese will forever be one of my favorite things, and I can get it down if I really need to. I never really need to, is the honest truth. And coming to terms with things like that over the last year have been life-altering. Understanding, I've seen it just in the last week. I told you I have been kind of in a dark place, and I've eaten bread. I've eaten pizza. Now, I can't eat very much of it, but I'm eating it. And that's a real issue. That is something that I am still struggling with. This surgery does not cure that. This surgery is not a cure-all. It is an unbelievable tool, and I have not one bad thing to say about it, but it does not fix this. It does not change the things that you have been taught your entire life. It does not change the way that you process things. It does not change the way that you see yourself. I was talking to a friend of mine and just kind of telling him about the surgery and how much I've lost and everything, and he was asking, how much more do I want to lose? And I said about the same amount that I've already lost. And he was he was so supportive, but also just kind of shocked. And I asked why, and he said, you look good, you look healthy, you look, like you're perfectly fine at your weight and everything. I'm just surprised you want to lose so much more. And to me, when I look in the mirror, I don't see somebody that weighs less than what I did when I went in for surgery. I'm aware that the inches are gone. I'm aware when I step on that scale that number is very nearly 60 pounds different from what it was a year ago. I know these things, but I don't see these things. I still feel like the fat girl. And by all intents and purposes, I still am. Other people don't see me that way. But the important thing is that I see myself that way. And that's something that I am going to have to work to come to terms with. I have learned more about myself, more about the way that I think and the way that I feel and what drives me over the last year than I think I ever have before. This has been a hell of a year for a lot of different reasons. But it has been life-altering. For lack of any other way to describe it, it has been life-altering. I have lost weight significantly slower than I thought I was going to. When I was prepping for surgery, I was watching people on YouTube and I was reading blogs and things like that. I was completely under the impression that losing between 3 and 5 pounds a week was the norm and is what I would expect to lose, and that by this time this year I was going to be very close to my goal weight and, whatever, be living the dream. When push came to shove and I really started losing weight, I've always lost it slower. And at first, if you look back through my videos, that was really hard for me to come to terms with. I wanted this weight gone now. I wanted it off of me. I wanted it away. I had, taken this huge step and it should be done. It should be gone. Fast forward a year, and I understand that it's a process. I have trouble losing weight. I have done everything under the sun to lose weight. I have altered the way that I've eaten. I've starved myself. I've poked myself. I have given myself injections. I have nearly passed out going to the gym. I've done Weight Watchers. I've done Medifast. I've done everything, you guys. I did a 2-week all-egg diet trying to lose weight. 2 weeks, only eggs. I lost 3 pounds. I struggle to lose weight no matter what I do. However, having this surgery has made it so that I am aware why I don't lose weight week on week. I might not want to admit it, but I know it. When I am traveling for work and I have to eat what's there, I know there's added salt. There's fattier stuff that I'm used to eating. There's dessert served at every meal, and even if I don't have it at every meal, I'm having it more often than I usually do. That sugar is not something I'm used to. Those carbs are not things that I typically do day to day. I've gotten really, really good at cooking for myself, especially since I've been unemployed. I cook for myself almost every day, all meals. I have gotten really good at going to the gym 3 days a week. Gary loves me for it. I no longer get crap every time. Oh, look who showed up. I'm there 3 days a week. And it's not something that's like, oh, just until I get to my goal. No, this is who I am. I'm somebody that goes to the gym 3 days a week. That is the person that I am. That's what I do forever. It's something that I'm doing for myself. I don't love to work out. I talk Gary's ear off. I procrastinate. He's very patient with me. Gary works with me. He knows who I am. He knows when I'm there to work, and he knows when I'm not, and he knows how to push me both ways. I look at my body and the food that I eat in a very different way than I used to. Whereas before it was, this is what I'm in the mood for. This is what's going to taste good to me. This is what I'm craving. This is whatever. Now it's what's going to fuel me. Okay, I know that I literally perk up and have a ton more energy when I eat animal protein. That's what works for me. When I eat anything bready, carby, sugary, it's not for me. It doesn't do anything for me. But the minute I have that protein, I'm ready to go. Keto diet works for me. These are just things that I have learned. And I'm finding that going into this second year post-op, I kind of have a renewed dedication to this for me. I think since I've been unemployed, I have definitely slacked a little bit on just little habits. So while I've increased the amount that I'm walking and I've increased going to the gym, I have not been tracking my food the way that I should be. As anybody that follows me on my MyFitnessPal will notice, I haven't tracked in a really long time. I'm tracking today. I tracked yesterday. I'm finding that I have a renewed sense of, okay, this is my next day one. This is my new first day after surgery. This is, for me, this is all about me. This is the only thing that I think I've ever done that was specifically to better my life, and that it was a conscious choice to do it to better my life. It wasn't just what I do. It wasn't just what was expected. I have gone out on a limb here, and I owe it to myself, my health, my comfort, my everything, my whole life, to do this well and do this right and to take full advantage of the opportunity that I've been given. I have no reason to believe that I can't lose another 60 pounds in the next year. I have no reason to believe that is not doable. I have found this amazing community. Your support, I can't even tell you, means everything to me. I have had the opportunity to speak to Becoming Lee. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to meet her yet, but I did get to meet Cindy, which has been magical. Just even though your words of encouragement, your comments on my videos, those of you that have found me on Instagram, that means so much to me that you're there for me, that you believe in me and that you want to come with me on this huge adventure. I just can't tell you enough how much I appreciate it. My hopes going forward are not different from my hopes a year ago. I'm crushing this. I'm crushing it slower than I expected, but I'm crushing it. And I fully, fully believe that in a year, whether I'm 5 pounds closer to my goal, 60 pounds closer to my goal, or have hit my goal, I'm going to be even happier than I am now because I'm proud of the work that I'm doing. Um, yeah, I think that's the whole of it. More specifically, and a little bit less emotionally, things that I know um, don't work for me, I need to start working on avoiding. I have a place in my heart for certain carbs. Um, Most recently, just before I started this video, I was craving birthday cake. I don't know why. Um, I have not had birthday cake since before surgery. I've avoided it because I know it's too rich, too sweet, whatever, but it's what I'm craving right now. Mac and cheese calls my name all the time, and it gives me gurglies, and it feels really comfortable, and it fills up my stomach too much. I get fries all the time. Like, I'll order a burger, like that's what I want, and I'll get French fries with it, and I'll take the bun off the burger and eat that, and then try to eat French fries like it's no big deal. Like, they're totally gonna go down fine, and it's so uncomfortable, and I know this. Same thing with soda. I know that beer I can be okay with, a couple, but typically not great. Prosecco, I avoid at all costs. But soda, I will buy it, and I will take my first sip, and I will curse myself every time. Like, this doesn't work for you. Stop. Leave it alone. Gosh, other stuff. I don't know, guys. Those are big ones. Carbs and bubbles really don't work for me anymore. I still can't eat and drink at the same time. I've tried. It's not good. I have found that I can chug liquid pretty easily, pretty quickly. So before I eat, I tend to chug water because I'm going to want to drink something while I'm eating, and I'm not going to be able to. And I'm going to want to drink right after I'm done eating, and I'm going to need to wait. So I can chug water first, eat, and then I just wait. I was talking to Dr. Wren today, and, we were just talking, I know that I lost less than what is typically expected in the first year. And I said, you know what, though? I'm really happy. I'm really happy with my results. I'm not dealing with any loose skin at this point. And I'll show you a video of that. Like, really, anything that's jiggling is just still fat that it needs to come off. I don't, it's not something I'm struggling with because I'm losing weight slower, and I'm moisturizing the crap out of my skin and making sure that it stays as taut as possible, and working out a lot and things like that. So that hasn't been a problem. All these fears that I had going into it, what's my life going to be like? How different is it going to be? It's different. A year out, I will 100% vouch, it's different. My life is not the same. I have said a million times, I've been very vocal about the surgery. I've told everyone I know, and I'm not at all uncomfortable with it. I have been met with almost completely support and love, and understanding and interest from people. Just nothing bad to say. Nothing. Nothing at all. I was talking to someone. I was working freelance this week, and one of the guys on site had the same surgery, and I didn't realize it. And so it was interesting to see somebody. I didn't know that he had the surgery, and I didn't recognize anything about him that would make me think that he had the surgery. I didn't notice his eating habits or his drinking habits or anything. But when we started talking and we started kind of understanding that we had a lot of similarities, it was very, very interesting. I was talking to someone else who had considered the surgery several times, and it was very clear to me that she felt trapped in her body, that she'd gained all this weight, that that she felt like she couldn't get it off, that she had tried everything, and that she was looking for a solution and answer. I know how that feels. And I'm not even going to be as arrogant as to say that that's not what I went into this surgery believing. When you go into it, it seems like the answer, the only answer you're ever going to need, and it's going to work. And then you have it, and then you start doubting that that it's an answer. That, maybe this isn't the answer that I was looking for. This is going to backfire like everything else always has. Whatever. I can tell you a year out, it's somewhere in the middle. And Puka apparently agrees with me. It is the tool that you need. It is a helping hand. It's an assistant. It's not everything. It's not going to be the answer to all of your prayers. It's going to take work and dedication, and you're going to have to understand this is not the easy way out. This is not the miracle cure you've been looking for. And that's really easy to say and understand a year out, but going into the surgery, that's really tough to understand. Anybody that is watching this or has watched any of my videos or is watching anyone else's videos, my suggestion is do as much research as you possibly can. Reach out to people that have had the surgery, ask questions, and do some real soul searching. This is not a decision that you should enter into lightly. I can't imagine that you are. But do understand life will never be the same in mostly good ways. Not 100% good ways, but in mostly good ways. Again, I just want to thank you guys for being along with me on this adventure. This has been an incredible year, a hard year, a rewarding year, a frustrating year. I think I've had every emotion I can imagine, and you guys have been right there with me, and I just can't appreciate you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that enough. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a couple of outfits that I've worn over the last year, some comparison photos, and I'm going to go ahead and do a skin flick as well at the end. So enjoy that, because I don't know when you might get another one of those. Again, guys, thank you so much. I will be back in a week with hopefully more positive news. I hope you have a great week. I hope you have a productive week, and I will see you soon. Bye.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, his feet move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. We have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again.
So this is the dress that I wore home from the hospital. Yeah, it's when I used to wear this, I don't know if you can see my toes. This dress hit me at my ankles. It's now like gathering on the floor because there's so much extra hanging. I mean, it's just massive on me now. Oh, it's so crazy. Yeah, I mean, just big, just material everywhere. So this was an outfit that I wore maybe a month or two before surgery. I had a picture at the beginning of this, of me wearing it, and I looked like a stuffed sausage. I mean, it was really, really tight. I now have, I don't know, 1,000,000 inches in these jeans, and this sweater is like a joke. It was hitting me, I think, here in the first picture, and now it's just, I mean, I could wear it as a dress if I wanted to. A short dress, but a dress. Crazy. And just for kicks, I have both legs in one pant leg from before surgery. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that, but yeah, that's a reality. That is something I can do. So as promised, I said I was going to show you all my scars for my 1 year. So like I said, they're really tiny. I have this one here. Just raised a tiny, tiny bit, and to the naked eye you can barely see it. I have one here that, again, you can barely see. I have one here, barely visible. One here, can't really see, and then the one at my belly button, which is the most visible. But again, it's really flattening out, hardly noticeable. So that's all of them. Not so bad at all. Loose skin, really not. I mean, this is mostly just fat on my arms. I'm still getting rid of. You know, nothing's really like hanging here. I don't have an apron yet or anything like that that I need to worry about. I've noticed some in between my, like in my thighs, my inner thighs, but really nothing is too bad yet.